JKdaPlague. I'm going to be doing this. This is going to be the summer regional finals of Korea of OGN. It's going to be SK Telecom 1 up against KT Bullets, and this is a big match for both teams. The winner of this match goes to the last spot for Korea in the World Finals, taking up spot number 3, going into the group stages. And some of you guys may have already known who wins this game, just because it has already happened. This is not live. This is a game I found. I wanted to cast a competitive match on the internet. This is the only VOD I can actually find of it that's actually pretty good quality. And so I'm just going to be casting this off of YouTube. I'll give the link to the actual video if you don't really want to watch this in the description below, just to give him, he did a good job recording this, and then of course you can go watch it on OGN off of theirs, but you have to pay, I believe, to watch it on Twitch, which I don't really feel like doing. So here we go. Sona actually going in for the first pick here. Pretty good. First pick, pretty safe. Going for that support there. Not actually going for anything else. Nothing really stood out for them. They didn't want to pick anything super powerful. I mean, they had the option to go Elise if they wanted to. They had the option to go really anybody, but they decided to go first pick Sona. As we can see, a lot of the big powerhouses were banned. You see Shen being banned. You see Zed being banned. You see, is this actually the Summers Finals here? I believe this was uploaded. This uploaded was September 1st here. This looks like game number 1. This is set number 1. It is SK Telecom, yes, against KT Bullets. This looks like the correct game for sure here, set number 1. Just making sure. And we're seeing, Bengi picking up Nunu, Faker picking up the cannon here. And hang on, I could have sworn I just casted a different game here. Yes, this is the Champion Summers here. I could have sworn I casted a different one just earlier. Alright, but anyways, looks like they're going to be grabbing the Jarvan. The Jarvan looks like he's going to, Insect is going to be taking that Jarvan. Ryu, he's grabbing the Fiddlesticks. That is going to be Fiddlestick support there. Fiddlestick support is super good right now in this game, and I definitely like it. And Score actually going to be grabbing Ezreal. It's going to be interesting to see if he decides to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he actually is going to be going for that blue build Ezreal. He's definitely has some people who can get onto him. He definitely wants to be able to kite just a little bit better for them, just because Ezreal can come in. And if we just look at the AoE ability here on SK Telecom, there are so many stuns on their team, just so many AoE lockdowns. We got Sona with her Crescendo, we got Faker with the Slicing Maelstrom, and Sona is going to be played by Pumandu. I'm splitting it around, so Faker's going to be on Orianna. He's going to be playing that Orianna, using that Shockwave, and Impact is going to have Cannon. The Slicing Maelstrom is going to be huge. I was calling them by their champion names based on what they have, but I know that Pumandu is the support player. That's why that confused me for a second. But back on the other side, Mafa, Thresh is banned here, so Mafa not going to grab Thresh here. Would be surprised to see, he's already got support. Who do they need? We need a mid player. He likes that Gragas. There it is. That is that Gragas that Ryu likes to play. Didn't actually want to go anybody else. Fizz was open, but I think he wants Gragas here, and it's definitely a smart choice in this game. Going to definitely stop a lot of that engagement potential off of SK Telecom. Going to be able to just keep Cannon back. Going to be able to keep Orianna back. And it's just going to really eliminate it. So Ryu is probably going to be looking, he's not going to be really on the front lines just yet. He's going to be looking for that first engagement, and then he's just going to be able to disrupt the enemy team as they come in. And it's going to be very strong for them. So again, you just see them getting ready. You see Ryu just kind of like looking up. It's raining down there at the games. This game is matches outside in Korea. That doesn't sound like a good idea. It rains so much in Korea. I've been told by so many people who live there that it's raining. It rains a lot there. But just look at that field. I mean, that is a nice stadium that they have there. But unfortunately, a lot of people, not going to be there just because it is raining. I mean, you don't want to get wet while you're watching this, but some few dedicated fans are going to be sticking around there. Going over the lanes is going to be, Insect up against Impact, Kakao and Bengi in the jungle for both teams. Elise going up against that Nunu. And I mean, I'm actually surprised seeing this Nunu here, just because Nunu, he's not as strong as he was a couple patches ago. They did nerf his consume a little bit. I mean, he's still viable in the jungle, but just not as strong, so I'm just, really interested to see it. Ryu and Faker, of course, going up in the mid lane, just so it's probably going to be the lane to watch here. Faker definitely just one of those strong mid laners. Score and Piglet as the AD carries, and of course the support, Mafa and Pumandu, they do so much, they just don't get enough credit here. And just look at this crowd here, sitting through the rain. It's great to see this. And I mean, they even have sections. I wonder if they pay for those seats like that, like they get those seat numbers in Korea. I know at NA, they just pretty much, you know, at MLG, you just pretty much walked in and sat down. That was how you got there. But man, so here we go. Actually, I'm going to mute this. I want to listen. Alright, so here we go into game number 1, the first of this series, best of 5 coming in. This is a big match. The first match can just set the momentum for the rest of the match. The first game can set the whole momentum for the rest of the match. So you're seeing just both teams just, you know, kind of fanning out. You're actually seeing KT Bullets really starting to collect. You're going to start moving in. Might want to ward this. Checking it the bush with his arcane shot. Mystic shot. Not going to find anybody. There's nobody sitting there, but they have it warded. And we're not really seeing any aggressive wards come out from either team. There's some pretty good, you know, defensive ward. There's a pretty aggressive ward. Just going to get vision in the jungle so they can just keep an eye on where Nunu's going. Make sure they can just see him as he goes through the jungle, know when he's safe, know when he's going to go, any ganking paths. It's just so important to kind of get those aggressive wards out. But they're mainly defensive. That's the only one that's really in the enemy jungle. The other ones are, you know, at crucial choke points if they decide to cross the river, of course. But nothing else really there. Checking their bushes with their own spells, but they're not going to find anybody. Neither team really playing aggressive here. So it looks like we're going to be seeing a lane swap pretty much immediately. Fiddlesticks and Ezra are going to be heading over that top lane, and we're going to have to see. I mean, they're going to be able to zone out Kennen pretty hard. He's going to be able to farm still with those shurikens, and he might actually get the better end of this compared to Insect, because Jarvan has to get close. He's got to melee those minions. He can get a few with his Demacian Standard and his Dragon Strike. But other than that, he's not going to be able to get too close to that. We're actually seeing Impact going back relatively early. He knows that they might freeze it. He wants to go back, maybe get a couple health potions, actually see what he decides to get. Yeah, it looks like he maybe got an extra health potion, 1 or 2, just by that extra gold coming in. But he's going to be very far behind. It looks like that both laners are going back. See what Jarvan actually decides to get. See if I can catch what he decides to buy. He's actually getting a ward and a health potion. Very critical there. Mana potion as well. He did take the wolves, it looks like, or all the little creeps, you know, so he's getting that CS there, and he's going to use it to try and get that ward. So I actually kind of like that a little bit more than what just Kennen just did. He just went back straight off of level 1. Didn't really get much. Missed a couple creeps there early on. Jarvan's going to miss a couple creeps as well. I'm just not sure. I think getting those creeps early on is just a little bit more advantageous. I mean, that ward is very important there, and that's definitely why they gave Insect, you know, those couple kills. That couple CS so he can get that ward just in case they decide to dive him, because Nunu's are actually a really good diver. He's got a lot of health very early on, and he can just easily get in there with a snowball, blood boil, get out of there, no problem. He can consume just to keep himself healthy, so he actually has a lot of potential health to really be able to dive there, and that's definitely why that ward, and you can even see him, he put it right behind him in that bush just to make sure he does not get dove down on. And that's definitely going to be a key decision here coming into this. But again, as we look into this, Kennen, he has that shuriken range, and he's going to be able to do something here. I mean, he's going to be able to keep on CSing compared to Insect. You see, he's already, you know, starting to catch up. I mean, Insect already had CS at the beginning. He had 3 CS at the beginning. So, I mean, Kennen's already starting to do it, at least coming in. Just going to support Insect here. Probably not really going to look for a kill unless one of them get a little bit too close. But, yeah, Bengi's doing the same thing. He's heading up top lane, going to make sure they don't get a lot of this damage on the tower, at least until the solo laners can really fend for themselves here and get a little bit stronger, get those levels. And then once they get those levels, they can kind of start holding their own here, and they can definitely stop the pushing from at least the AD carries here. Ooh, and just Kako just getting some nice auto attack trades into that mix there, just able to really get in there and just kind of disrupt, make sure they get a little bit of damage. At least Sona's gonna heal that up, no problem. But I mean, at least, you know, forcing, you know, some health to come out of it, you know, making sure they have to work for the CS. It's always a good thing for that to happen. You want them to work for their CS. Don't want to just give them free gold all the time, looking to find those good trades here. But Faker already doing a good job of zoning out Ryu here. If you can actually see the CS, he's winning by 5. So small marginal victory coming out in the CS difference between the middle lanes already. 5 CS can make a big difference. You know, that's a ward. That's a couple health potions coming back into lane, and actually can save your life, can knock him away. But Faker is using a lot of mana here compared to Gragas. You know, Gragas, he's got his mana regen. He's got a way to get some good amount of mana regen coming in here. And we're already, look at Insect, Kakao. They're actually building up that wave here. Same thing with Kennen, but Faker getting ignited, getting engaged on. Not going to be able to follow up and get that kill, though. So Faker only at 100 health here. Is he just going to go for the health potions, or is he going to decide to go back here? He is choosing to go back. Kakao starting to realize this, going to make his way middle. It's going to give him a chance, to really do a little bit of counter drilling, especially since he sees Nunu up top. And yeah, it looks like Elise going to take that big wraith, going to take probably a couple of those small wraiths. Impact getting feared, they're going to get some nice damage out onto that, getting him to half health. Impact taking a lot of hurt there. He's actually falling behind in CS. Just that difference between the trades here. Just having Elise as, your jungler coming in, able to dish out that damage. She's definitely a very strong laner, able to dish out a lot of that poke damage. And really just allowed Insect to just get quite a bit of CS off of that. Whereas Fiddlesticks and Ezreal were able to maintain poke, making Impact really work for his CS still. So, Insect still coming out ahead in the CS, advantage. And not only that, but they're managing to push down these towers quite a little bit faster than KT Bullets is. So this one's already coming out at half health. I don't remember when the extra armor comes off that tower, but Score just auto-attacking this thing, finding a lot of damage onto this. This thing might fall here within the next couple waves. And we might see the Dragon Dance start immediately afterwards. Here comes Benki, gonna come and stop this, making sure they don't come up, but Kakao starting to make his way middle. Can they find Faker? Faker, I believe, did flash here. There's a barrel gonna land. But Faker, he does still have his flash up still, so we might not see that hard of engagement come in there onto him. But Elise is just, right now, he's just living in Nunu's jungle. He hasn't really left yet. He's consistently looking for those ganks. You see an Orion throw down a ward, but that's not going to be enough to catch him on where Kakao is at. But this is going to give Faker a kind of a false sense of security coming into this. And here comes Kakao coming in. The dissonance, you're going to just immediately disengage. So Kakao going to get his position revealed there. But, they do know where Nunu's at. They saw him in the top side area. And, oh, man, we're seeing Vayne and Sona kind of making a big switch early on. Do they have the vision of them yet? But, ooh, this is actually going to cost them quite a bit. I'm not sure what that slicing maelstrom was. But Score and Malfa are going to easily get out of that. They see 3 people top lane now. This is going to be a free dragon for KT Bullets here. Kind of a weird, questionable call there, sending up their laners up there without any vision of dragon. And they just give up a free dragon to KT Bullets. So KT Bullets going to take the first objective of the game here. Piglet and Pumandu, meanwhile, are top. They can, start putting the pressure onto this tower. Looks like they are going to be doing the lane swap right before they hit 6. And Sona and Vayne at level 6 is, definitely a lot better than Ezreal Fiddlesticks at level 6, because Ezreal has to take time to charge up his ultimate. Fiddlesticks has to take time to charge up his ultimate as well. And just compared to Sona and Vayne, who just get an immediate benefit from it. So, at level 6, your Vayne and Sona definitely just kind of trump it in just a straight, just 2-on-2 engagement. That Fear can definitely do a lot there. But, with Vayne, with Cleanse, she'll be easily be able to just drop it off there, and nothing's going to happen. So you just see the damage already coming out there. They need a gank if they really want to commit to this. Vayne isn't half health there, but Score's got to be able to keep with that pressure, but he's only got a tier right now. Tier double Dorans, Vayne, sitting on that Vamp Scepter, longsword double Dorans. So, Ezreal has a little bit more AD just because of the extra Doran's Blade, but, you're looking at lifesteal, just Vayne can just win trades just straight up. Kakao starting to make his way up here, but he's going to get spotted by a ward. Nothing's really going to be able to come out of that one. Forced to back off, forced to leave that lane here. Jarvan actually going for a Negatron Cloak, probably going to be building that. I want to say he wants to build that into that Shroud. I don't remember what it's called, the cape, the one that gives you all that health regen. That definitely would help him here, especially against Kennen, but here comes Benki. He's coming in for the kill. He's going to get feared right there, feared right under tower. There comes the Sona ultimate. Fiddlestick's going to go down, but the exhaust is out onto Piglet. Piglet throwing the exhaust out onto Score. Score taking a lot of damage from this, but they are able to pick up the kill on the Sona. Piglet's going to be able to get out of there with his ultimate. Kakao with that red buff definitely doing a lot there. That huge fear from Fiddlesticks, getting Nunu right under tower. The Cocoon immediately afterwards, and he tanks the tower damage, and they just immediately kill him. Benki was not able to do anything there. And this also is going to be a straight-up tower. They're going to let the minions kill it, and that's going to be another objective for KT Bullets as they get 2 kills off of that. A tower, they only gave up 1 kill, so definitely a great advantage coming in for KT Bullets into this next part of the game, where we're going to be seeing them just start moving around. You're going to be seeing the AD carry and support probably shuffling around here. Or no, actually they're going to be setting Vayne up. I definitely agree with that, actually. A little bit more than what I said. Piglet able to, get that free farm, no problem here. And just kind of get him as fast as he can to when he's really strong. After he gets that Blade of the Ruined King, he really starts to shine a little bit. Insect getting caught up by a stun, but Impact's just not doing that much damage to him with that Negatron Cloak there. That Health Crystal, Mothra making his way down here. Going to help him start pushing this lane. Ezreal's going to be down here as well. And again, they're just going to be kind of looking to push down these towers as fast as they can with their AD carry and support. And now that Vayne's not there, they're going to kind of get some nice poke out. Impact, he has his own poke as well. Sona, of course, with quite a bit of poke, but that red buff on Ezreal, definitely very scary. And here we go, Kakao catching Benki out in the jungle. Not going to go for the hard engage there. He definitely could have done it. He had Gragas having his back there, but just felt too risky. With Kennen nearby, definitely could turn that fight around very easily with Ken and Sona. Vayne did push that all the way to the tower, and she's going to start making her way down at bottom lane. Impact was sticking around here, but he's definitely going to look to go back now. Unless they're going to try and wait for this dragon, but that dragon's not going to be up for another few minutes, I believe, so that definitely is not the case. Definitely wouldn't be a smart decision. And you're going to probably most likely see Impact start heading back once Vayne starts getting nearby, or they might even just go for a super hard engage while they have the numbers advantage. Elise is just so far behind enemy lines right now. It is Fiddlesticks and Zed, I believe. Yes, Pumandu still has his flash up, and here we go. Impact looking to do it. Ooh, he's getting close. There's a nice fear onto Impact. Impact going to be forced to get out of there. Piglet can get close for a condemn. He cannot. So that engagement not going to do much. Impact now going to start heading back. Jarvan, it has been pushing the top lane this whole time. And he will make it back in time to get that CS. That tower not going to take too much damage there. So nothing really going to actually happen here for KT Bullets off of that huge push down there. You see Faker trying to push this, but Ryu is going to come and be able to stop that. A flash sphere. Piglet's going to cleanse it. And that might be the stop of that engagement. Here comes the repel. Can he land this cocoon? He forces the flash out. He didn't even cast cocoon. There it is now. It's not going to connect. It looked like he was about to cast cocoon. That was like a cancel here, but Mothra coming in with the ultimate. Oh, a huge fear on a Piglet. Doesn't have cleanse this time. There comes the crescendo up. A Piglet is just sitting in the Crow Storm. Can they get the kill on the Pumandu? Scores chasing it. There comes the ultimate. Lots of damage. The cocoon did land. Kakao gonna finish that one off as Elise. And that is 2 kills for KT Bullets yet again as they make their move onto Faker. This is gonna be the 3rd kill. There comes the Shockwave. Not actually gonna finish. And Insect able to pick up that one. Finishing up everybody. Just kills all around the board for KT Bullets. KT Bullets coming out of this one strong. Dragon should be coming up relatively soon. They might be able to set up for Dragon right off of the back of it. Gotta go get home and get a couple pink wards. Check it out. Definitely set it up the wards around it, but Dragon definitely is going to be coming up maybe in a couple minutes here. Easily going to be able to set up for that one. Now Ezreal, he's got his early mana Mune. Going to be able to start stacking that thing super quickly here. Try and get that Mira mana as fast as he can. He's already got that Sheen. And the question is, of course, he's ahead now. And the question is, does he want to go for that Frozen Gauntlet still? Get some extra tankiness so he can, tank more damage? Or does he want to go for that Trinity Force? It does a lot of damage now. I don't think he's actually going to do it since he decided to go Mana Mune, so quickly. So, we're most likely going to be seeing him go that nice Frozen Gauntlet. Going to be able to kite very well. They can engage off of those slows that he has. But there it is, the Dragon from KT Bullets. Nobody really, able to really stop it here. Bengi's coming and he gets feared. And just getting such good damage with these fears. Not damage, just getting such good positioning with these fears here. He just gets a nice fear and just stops the complete engagement that they were looking for. Bengi just forced to get out. There comes a nope, casket. Not really that great. I think you're going to want to knock him a little bit more far forward. But it doesn't even do that much damage here. It's easily just going to be a health pot, a couple heals from Sona coming out, no problem. So, that Gragas ultimate, not really doing too much right now. It is on a relatively short cooldown, so it is okay to really spam it, a little bit if you don't think anything's going to be happening, really. But they're looking pretty good. Impact got a big wave up top. He's going to get some nice damage out onto this tower if he so chooses to. Here he starts going up. Gragas and Elise, making their way up. They've kind of got some vision. They kind of pinged on Gragas that he might be coming. Elise is nearby as well. They might engage this. Score! Oh, almost. That was definitely close there. Faker still does a lot of damage despite him being a little bit behind here compared to Ryu. Seeing a 30 CS deficit here. And here come Benji and Piglet. The stuns are coming out. Insect, he's trying to bait this. But Insect has no reason to. He doesn't really want to. The minion wave is just too big for him. And they might be wasting his time, actually. Benji and Piglet, they're waiting patiently here. Are they going to go for anything? Are they going to go for the dive at all? Meanwhile, they're losing stuff, and here comes Insect. He's coming, he flashes out there. Here comes the Slicing Maelstrom right in the middle of him. He throws it down. Can they get the last kill? No. Impact barely surviving that. So they go 1-0. Here comes the Ezreal ultimate. Get it, find it, finds him. Impact picking up Score picking up the kill on Impact. Up in the top lane, so a 1-for-1 trade. They picked up a tower. No, they got that tower super late. They actually did not take it down. Tower only, just getting so low. They just need to sit there and attack it, and it'll just go down super easily. Here comes Elise to help get some extra damage. There comes the casket knocking him back, and it looks like they might be able to pick this one up. They're not getting any auto attacks out onto it. It's not going to go down this time. Next wave, maybe. Next couple waves, it should go down. But, Piglet has been able to, really kind of farm this whole time here. He was up top. Did he get that kill? I believe he did get that kill. So 2-1-0. Piglet definitely wants those kills. Definitely propel him, towards that late game vein where she's just super scary. She's got her Blade of the Ruin King finish. She's looking for those Berserker Greaves next. But again, the question is they just have so many people, ways to disrupt her. Jarvan can easily get to her. Fiddlesticks can get those fears. So the question is she going to be as useful as they think she is? If SK Telecom can land all their stuns, they are, getting really far behind here. It's approaching 10k gold lead. If they can get that, team fight that they need with Kennen, with Sona, with Orianna, and just Vayne, picking up the damage at the end, then it would be huge. Like, they would be able to just completely dominate these fights. Because they do have a good team fight comp. They have, a lot of AoE damage. They have a lot of disruption. They have a lot of stuns, a lot of lockdown on their team. They just got to get to that point where they just got to find that fight where they can do it. And here comes a snowball out onto Elise. The fear going to stop Bengi yet again. Bengi has been feared so many times. He's probably getting so sick of it now. Those fears are just such a nuisance to them. And they are just looking for this. The fight over the Wraiths coming out now. These just resources so important for these teams. They just don't want to let anybody get it for free. And Bengi's just going to smite it. He just said, I don't want to deal with it. We're just going to smite it. I'm just going to take it. No problem. No of their objectives are up right now. But Malphon, now with that Oracle's here, definitely a bad time. SK Telecom did not want to see that Oracle's this early on. 17 minutes. That's usually when you start seeing him, is very early on. But he is just so far ahead that it's worth it for him. He's got the Philosopher's Stone already. He's just he's got 5 assists. He's got so much gold to work with that this Oracle is just going to completely deny vision, just get so much control of the map, and it's still going to start getting control of those tier 2 towers here. And what we're seeing Ezreal do, he's throwing so many ultimates just across. He's just pushing lanes from far away, from another lane. So he's technically, he is split pushing as Ezreal and, pushing lanes. He's forcing Kennen to come back. He knows his team cannot fight 4v5, not while KT Bullets is as strong as they are. So they want to try and find a fight here while they have, some glimmer of hope here. Hopefully, while they haven't gone back, see, Kennen is going to have the luxury of having just bought. Everyone else hasn't gone, most of the people haven't really gone back in a while. So they might see that. It's just some big barrels coming in from Ryu, getting a lot of poke damage here. He has his ultimate up. He can really just start singling people out, just blow the whole team just around everywhere, and just cause so much disruption here. We have to see what Ryu's going to do. He's set up for this kind of play here at the tower, and that's something he's going to be looking to do. Is just cause disruption among the teams so they cannot make their crisp perfect plays. There's another Ezreal ultimate split pushing the lanes here. And there comes the Dynasty Insanity. They're going to try and take this tower down. They're getting the damage out. There's the casket out doing a lot of damage onto Pumandu. And Impact. Impact Tail is very low. Another barrel coming in, just chunking him down. And this tower is going to go down here. So a nice tower pickup. That's just thanks to Oracles. That's thanks to them just being able to split push just with Ezreal. That's thanks to just the poke coming out of Ryu. And it's just thanks to just the lead that they have right now. They're just looking so strong as they start looking for Dragon. They're sitting around it, just kind of dancing around it. There it is. It's up. Going to just get it down immediately. And they're going to get the third Dragon of this game. And as they just approaching that 10k gold lead, it's not quite there yet. It's 9k gold lead. But again, they are just so far ahead right now that it's just hard for them. You see Ezreal now with that frozen gauntlet. I mean, he is just going to slow people down, no problem. Nobody can get to him. Nobody's going to be able to get to him at all. Nobody has the capabilities. It's going to require a cannon flash to really lock him down here. And that alone can just spell the defeat here for SK Telecom. Just the fact that Ezreal's 4-0-2, he's got the damage that Manamune has to be almost stacked here. And he just has that frozen gauntlet. I mean, he's going to be able to slow people down who try to get to him, dish out some damage. He's got, constant damage coming out from Gragas. He's got, some good bruiser tactics coming in from Jarvan. Jarvan's going to be able to deal with Vayne no problem. He's got the sustain, he's got the armor pen, he's got the armor to just really, really disrupt him as just Ezreal just starts, chunking through everybody. He's got Fiddlestick's Fear just to help him as well, just to save his life. They're going to have a hard time getting to Ezreal in this game, and again, like I said, it might just spell defeat for them. Just that one, problem that they just can't get to him. Now they're starting to push down this top lane. There comes the Ezreal ultimate. It's actually going to get vision on them. Will they try for an engagement off of it? You see Score getting quite a bit of damage out onto Benki. He's got that red buff now. Now his Mystic shots are just, applying that red buff, applying it even more of a slow. And he's able to just really, cast Q, auto attack. Cast his Mystic shot, auto attack the tower. He's just able to get a lot of damage out onto that tower in just a short amount of time. That was one auto attack that did all that damage here. And he's just got the poke to really deal with it, but there's a condemn again. Oh, he does not land the condemn on Score. Forces, he flashed for it, but I think he just arcane shifted. Yeah, he just arcane shifted, didn't even flash that. So, I mean, Piglet not going to have flash for this. They thought they could catch him, and again, that's what they need to do. They have to catch him out. But they were not able to find it. Not able to land the condemn against the wall, and Ryu now is split pushing this, and more split pushing coming out from Ezreal here. Just keeping it going here. The Manamune just stacking up. There's a flash crescendo onto three people, followed up by the slicing maelstrom. This is what they need here. It's not getting Ezreal, though. Ezreal is exhausted. He's just getting free shots, missing shots from the back line. It was a beautiful crescendo, but Ezreal just able to get out of it immediately. No problem. Not going to get hit by anything that Kennen had to offer. So it's just a 2-for-2 exchange in the end. But they have Ezreal alive, and he's just going to be able to siege onto this tower. Gragas is going to have the poke just to keep him back, and Faker and Benki are just too low to protect this thing. That's another tower going down. That's going to be a 5-0 in towers here. Ryu getting condemned against the wall. Can he take him down? Getting the silver bolt. There comes the casket, going to knock him back, and Ryu's going to get out of there, no problem. There's an Olaf. I don't see him in competitive anymore. Ryu getting out of that with like 100 health, maybe a little bit more than that. But man, KT Bullets, they're looking so good coming out of this first game. 10k gold lead exactly coming into this. And they're just looking so strong. Mafa has yet another Oracles coming into this. Going to start just maintaining that vision control. If you just look at the ward coverage compared to both teams, you just see they have everything warded. SK Telecom can't go anywhere without KT Bullets knowing exactly where they are. I mean, you're seeing them trying to get those pink wards. I don't know if they have an Oracles yet. Like, Pumandu might have one. Yes, he does have an Oracles out, so now the vision wards are going to be coming out here. He was waiting for them to really back off. There was really no reason for him to get an Oracles while they were pushed up so far in his base here. But Ryu's coming around. There comes another ward coming down. Those pink wards, so crucial. Score continuing the split push just from other lanes, just taking out those backline minions, and it just really allows his lane to push. And, they can just transition. They just transition. They push one lane, and then they get a tower, and then they transition to the lane that Score has been pushing this whole time. And it's just a wise use of the Ezreal ultimate. A cocoon landing on a Faker. Faker's going to get knocked right afterwards, taking so much damage. Here comes the Cannon ultimate coming in. He gets in onto a bunch of people. KT Bullets kind of getting knocked out here. They managed to get 3 kills. They lose 2. Piglet's still alive here. Again, nobody able to get to Ezreal. So 3 kills here for KT Bullets, a 3-for-2 exchange, and they're going to be able to continue the siege here. They cannot defend this tower here. Score waiting for the minion line to push up here. You see Mafa and Ryu just waiting for them to pop out, but that's going to be another tower for KT Bullets, making it 6-0 in towers. And wow, just SK Telecom has not been able to get an objective this whole game. They haven't gotten a single dragon. They don't have a tower. They're down 6 kills. They're down 1,000 gold. Exactly. And right now, you got to be looking what's going to happen in the next game. What can we change? Because there's just so much here. I mean, they had first pick this game, and I'm just not sure if the first pick Sona was the correct choice. There were other people that were open that could have really set the pace for the game for them. Maybe getting a strong jungler. I mean, you had a lot of people open. I don't know. I'm just not too sure about the first pick Sona. There's been some beautiful crescendos here, but I mean, they're just getting disrupted so much. It's almost like KT Bullets knows how to deal with this aggressive style of SK Telecom. They did it perfectly. They realize, like, they have nothing. They're going for this super hard engagement here. The super AoE comp. They find Pumandu. There's a casket, the crescendo coming out for Pumandu. But no, he manages to live here. Not for very long. Jarvan coming in with the Cataclysm. Going to be able to pick that up. So there we go. A 1-for-0 exchange. Pumandu going down. They managed to pick up the dragon in the meantime. At least was doing it this whole time. So another dragon. That's 4 for them. Score coming in. Looking for Faker. Not going to find him. There comes the ultimate coming across him. It's maintaining that vision. Realizing that they kind of down in damage. Is this going to be a Baron attempt right off of that? They have the damage potentially. Benga going to get caught by Cocoon. Only takes a little bit of damage though. He is still full health. Gragas almost has his casket back up. His exploding cask back up. Probably going to wait for that before they decide to engage. Of course, Ezreal's ultimate can come back just so fast. He's just throwing constant mystic shots that are just connecting here. But no, it looks like KT Bullet's going to go ahead and go back. They definitely have a lot of gold here. Or is he going back in that bush because he knows there's a ward here? SK Telecom, they need a strong fight. They've just been getting caught out of position constantly. Have not been able to get the fight that they need, the fight that they want. But right now, it might be too late. They are just so weak compared to KT Bullets here. And if we just continue just to see what they build, Gragas has 6 assists. He is not going to kill this game, but he is just doing so much in these games here. And there we go. They find Pumandu yet again. The Ezreal ultimate not going to land, looking for the mystic shot, but they force him out of there, just trying to bait this Baron, but they might not be able to stop it. They need that crescendo to really do anything here. But this is where they want to fight them, in the Baron pit. But the question is will they get caught out before they can really do anything? Can they even get there in time? They're not even heading for it. Vayne just clearing the minions out. That's going to be Baron. KT Bullets taking that one. Every objective in this game is KT Bullets to take. They have taken they have taken every single one. They have not lost a dragon. They got the first Baron of the game here. And now they're going to look to start sieging. They have the sieging power over SK Telecom. SK Telecom only has Orianna to really clear waves here, and Ezreal can just poke from far away. You just see how much those mystic shots, you see that dark wind just, it doesn't do much, but it does enough. It silences them. They're going in for auto attacks, getting some extra attack speed. Score can just come in with his mystic shot. He can miss it on purpose just to get some extra damage out onto that tower. But here comes the Cataclysm coming right in. It stops Sona. There comes the disruption. Fiddlesticks coming with the ultimate. He gets the fear on the Faker. Faker has not been able to use the shockwave. He's going to go down before he can even use it. They're continuing the dive. Vayne left in the back line alone. She forces Kakao to go back. Manages to pick up the kill. It's a 3-for-4. Piglet left alive, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything against Ryu and them here. They managed to get the score with the Kennen ultimate. Definitely what they needed to do, but they just didn't have the follow-up damage onto anybody else. Faker not able to get his ultimate even off that fight. He was feared, exhausted, silenced. He was not able to do anything, and that is just huge. That's so much damage for SK Telecom. They lost so much damage in that fight just because Faker was not able to dish it out. And here we go again, just Insect, he's going for the right person here. He's stopping the right person. Pumandu is just the stunner here, and he only gets it off onto one person. You see Score. Oh, it does hit Score, actually. Score just going immediately in, locking down Ezreal. He's not able to do anything, but he goes down immediately to Jarvan and to Ryu. Faker goes down, not able to cast a thing, but here comes Piglet. Piglet, if he went down here, this probably would have been that inhibitor. I mean, it probably could have even been GG there if he went down there. They could have gotten maybe one Nexus tower. So Score going aggressive here. Ooh, clearing minions super fast there. Wow. Ooh, Ryu getting close here. Oh, he does not go close enough. They don't want to follow in on that. But are they going to get the engagement onto here? Insect's coming down. Can they find it? There's the jump. There's the Cataclysm. Benki does not have his flash. He's going to go down. They continue the push. It's going to be a 5v4-man push as they start making this way down towards the bottom tower. Not wanting to make their way towards the middle tower. Those do not have the minions pushed up yet. And there you go. Score. He misses a Mystic shot. Comes in. Gets a nice auto attack. That's all you got to do. It does so much. It chunks for so much. There he goes. It misses an auto attack. He's going to come in. Hit the tower. That's so much damage coming out. This tower is falling super fast here. Cocoon landing on the impact. Don't really need to follow that up. They just need to take down this tower. And it looks like it might be another wave here. And there's a shockwave landing onto them. It did not do that much. They're knocking them right back. Faker going to go down there. And they're following it up. Not going to land the knockup onto anybody. Piglet is here. He has to kill these minions here. They're putting some damage out onto this top Nexus tower. They're pushing in. Score is, at half health. Kakao is at half health as well. They find Score with the... Oh, no. Kenneth's not able to get in there fast enough. He does not lock down Score. Score's going to get out of there with his life. And they did not take down anybody, but here comes Piglet. Piglet forced to use the Blade of the Ruined King. He gets a little close here. Got to be careful about the fears. Mystic shots coming in. He gets a lot of damage on Kakao, but he's going to be able to survive. Red buff is on Piglet. He's trying to get close enough, but there is the last inhibitor tower. That's all of them down. 9-0 in towers. They've lost every single dragon. All 4 of them. Next one should be coming up right now. I believe actually, no, maybe they already took it, but they've gotten every single dragon. Baron should be coming up soon. They are just running this game here, gotten every objective that they can take. KT Bullets just making a show here, showing why they're so strong, why they've taken out a couple of the top teams. CJ Blaze, CJ Frost, you may not have heard of these guys before, but now you're going to remember them. Again, it is just so sad that I'm not going to be able to see Mad Life at the World Finals. He was just one of my favorite to watch at the last Finals. Such a character, such plays that he would just come out with. Very unfortunate. I really wanted to see him there. Maybe he'll be there anyways, but I doubt it. They got to practice. There's the next dragon coming out. All 5 dragons. Just, oh my gosh. Getting every objective possible all the time. It's just got to be working on KT Bullets. Come on. Got to make it look hard at least. They're almost up 20k gold, and it just might be this time to surrender. This has to affect your morality if you're SK Telecom here. Just getting stomped constantly. I guess they're hoping for the late game Vayne to really carry him through. She is 7-1, but Ezreal 7-1. Gragas is just causing so much trouble here. These team fights have been relatively close, and they haven't gotten everything. There's a flash crescendo, only going to hit Gragas there. Kakao coming in, straight onto Piglet. Piglet, he's getting out of there, no problem, but he has so much disruptive. Shockwave going to land on a bunch of people. Piglet going to get the kill onto Pumandu. He's continuing the damage. They're continuing going on. There's Ezreal able to pick it up with the arcane shift, turning his attention on the Faker. He's going to be able to pick him up. The last one alive is Impact. He goes down. That's a quadra kill for Ezreal to finish off this game. Finishing it off strong. Minions to take down the first Nexus tower. They're going to start making their attack damage onto the Nexus there. And wow, KT Bullets making a strong start out of these gates. Game 1 by storm. 20k gold lead at the end of that game. And KT Bullets, one step closer to getting the World Championships. Only 2 more games to go. SK Telecom have to win 3 more. SK Telecom definitely need to rethink their strategies on that one. Hopefully they can start just change what they do coming into the next game here. Again, look at those fans. Such dedication there. Wow, what a sign. Such dedication from the fans, just sitting in the rain, and that sign will just glow in the rain that night. Korean fans are just some of the most dedicated fans I have seen. Some of the most craziest fans. But what can they change? Anyways, thank you guys for watching Game 1. I'll see you guys at Game 2.